Hello, Ashwin.
Hi.
It's good to see you again for another one of our chats on financial and investment strategies. You know, if the viewers have been watching our videos on Facebook and YouTube, they would suddenly become aware that your calls are accurate, because if you make a prediction of what's coming up next, then a couple of days later, it uncannily comes true. And I want you to talk today about this crystal ball of yours that somehow is able to tell the future. I know it sounds way out there, but I want to say that since I've been trading with you and you've been supporting my investment decisions, I've come to rely so much on that wealth of research, that dark pool information and options data that somehow is able to guide us. And it's not just based on what has happened in the past, but somehow it's able to see what is coming in the future. I don't know how you do it, by what the big boys have done or what they're doing, or what institutional players are doing. Can you please share with us what this crystal ball of yours can see?
Of course, Tessie. Thank you very much for this platform. I want to say this actually before I start this video for everyone watching. You always have people who say, why should I pay you a fee for your subscription? You know, what do I get? I can do it myself. So let me tell you, if you think you can trade the US stock market yourself, I'm sorry. I don't want to put you down, but nobody can do it themselves. I'll tell you why. If you want to make big money in the US stock market, I'm not talking scalping $5, $10, no. I'm talking $50 to $80 per share of any blue chip company. If you want to make that kind of money, please, don't just say you'll do it yourself, because you need help of professionals. And this is where we come in, because in the US stock market, if you want to make that kind of big money, you have to understand, number one, what the options market is doing for that particular stock. And number two, what the dark pools are doing, okay, in that stock. I'll explain to you later what all this means, and I'll give you the proof of why this is so important. Okay, so we talk about options market data.
This dark pool data, this options data, is what your crystal ball comprises of.
You see, our vehicle is an algorithm that is 75% machine, 25% human brain. Inside this vehicle, we have options data and dark pool data. And these two components inside the algo, in addition to the usual data mining, which we do 24 hours a day, they tell us where a particular stock in the US market will go. It is a crystal ball. It literally is a crystal ball. So I'll explain to you how. Okay, I'll explain to you now, Tess. On the 17th of December, the Dow Jones dropped 500 points. As usual, everybody's panicking, right? Don't touch stocks. Everything is dropping. Okay. So on 17th December, the market dropped 500 points. Okay. And guess what? I won't mention names here. We are in business. One particular tech stock, the big boys were buying the call options as the market was dropping. As the market was dropping, they were buying the call option of this stock $4 to $5 above market level. It shows you that whenever market drops, there's always something to make money from. And we are in this business, we know. So that's why I say, please, when you say, I don't want to pay fees, I'm going to do it myself, don't kid yourself. I'm not putting anyone down, but please don't kid yourself. We know what to do. We know what you're talking about. So on that Friday, on that Friday, 17 December, big boys were buying this option $4 to $5 higher in strike price, paying a strike price of $4 to $5 higher than the actual stock price in the market. So Monday, the market dropped again. And they were buying that option at a cheaper price, and the strike price was $4 to $5 higher. And guess what? On Tuesday, just yesterday, right? Yesterday. Today is Wednesday. Yesterday, the market went up 500 over points. Nasdaq went up more than 1.2%. So can you see the big boys know something that the man on the street does not? That is why, let me be frank with you, the banks can never lose money. The banks can never lose money because they know who is controlling the levers for this stock. And if you want to control the levers and know who is doing this, this is where we come in.
So I'm hearing that we want to stay as sure-footed on the path as possible. We can't go it alone. We need a guide. We need an expert. And it would be foolhardy of us to think that we could know as much as you know. Why don't we, if we want to take this seriously, if we want to make some serious money, do it the proper way, do it with a professional. And it costs only $5,000 a year.
Yes. So for $5,000 a year, what crystal ball are you getting? You are getting an options data crystal ball, where you get to know at any time which big boy or what is happening in the options market. Are big boys buying this particular stock or selling this particular stock through the options? Because when big boys want to control a stock or start doing something in a stock, they do two things. They start buying options or selling options. I mean, buying call options or put options, or they start doing dark pool operations. And we have the data for this. And why I'm saying we cannot give this for free, because this costs us money. We pay to get this data, big money. Okay, so now I explain to you now, for all those watching this video, what is the meaning of call option and put option? Okay, let me tell you what's happening. Okay, a call option gives the trader the right, but not the obligation, to buy a stock at a specified price within a specified time period. That's a call option. I'll repeat. It gives a call option, gives the trader the right, but not the obligation to buy a stock, okay, at a specified price within a specified period of time. Now, consequently, a put option gives the trader the right to, but not the obligation to sell a stock at a specified price within a specified time period. So you can do a buy or a sell, whichever way you see the market going. A call option gives you the right to buy. A put option gives you the right to sell a stock. So if you think the market's going to crash, you start buying put options. If you think the market's going to go up, you buy call options. So on Friday, let me recap. On 17th December, while the market was dropping that week because of the Omicron virus, traders were buying the call option of a particular tech stock, paying $4 to $5 in strike price higher than the actual price of the stock. Okay? Now, what is dark pool data? Dark pool data, dark pools are private exchanges. When the banks want to move a stock, they don't come to the market like you and me and buy and sell. They don't. They go to this private exchange where retail investors have no access to. They go in there and they buy huge or they sell huge, 10, 20, 50, 100 million shares.
Yeah.
And we have access to this data as to who is buying big. And this particular stock that I mentioned last Friday, it happened. Dark pool for the past 2 months have been buying this stock huge. When I say huge, I mean 50 to 100 million shares. So you see, I'm telling you, I'm not mentioning the name, but I'm telling you, we have access to this kind of action. So if we knew, so what happened was this. 2 months ago, this particular stock dropped $20. And we were happy. It was Christmas for us. We went in to buy for all our clients, private clients as well, $1 million worth. And
so
today they were laughing.
So the point is, if you want to do something well and be profitable at it, get a professional, hire a professional.
Yes.
Just if you're serious about improving, get a coach. you know.
Yes.
And also,
Yes.
if you want to play among the big boys, you have to
Yes.
shoot among the stars.
If you want to be,
need
if you want to
learn.
if you want to be in the same circle and do what the big boys are doing, please be serious and pay us a fee, and we will make sure you are in the right circle.
You need to understand that if you want to play among the stars, you got to learn some of their habits. You need to know
Yes.
where they play.
Yes.
You know,
and we will
So
tell you what
you
they're
need
doing,
to
and we will
rise.
tell you why they're doing that.
Yeah, so you have the access to that space where the big boys play that's not
Yes.
accessible to the retail investor, but through
Correct.
you, we can get to that information.
Yes. So Tessie,
So I want to
Tessie-
ask you again, I want to ask you, what other things, what other areas makes you special at what you're doing? What makes
Yeah.
you unique?
so
Apart
there are
from
three major
dark
things.
pool and options data?
Yeah, and all these dark pool options data are inside a vehicle called the human quant algorithm. That is the
Right.
that is the main vehicle that contains all this information. So for $5,000 US a year, what are you getting? You are getting access to the algorithm, which is 75% human, 75% machine, 25% human. And then inside that machine, you have data mining, where the algo is analyzing everything. This is very important to understand. What is data mining? For 24 hours a day, the algo is analyzing every single piece of news and statement that comes out in the Bloomberg News wire. Please understand this. And I tell you, a human being cannot do this.
And I want you to get real with us, the viewers.
Yes.
There are times when it's not spot on. What then?
Because understand why. Number one, we can't control the virus. But when supposing we can't control a virus, you have to understand that we are working on the big picture. So it's not spot on. But you tell me that you can afford 20% paper loss, because I know in 6 months from now, it's going to be a spot on. So it will not be spot on all the time, because volatility in certain aspects cannot be controlled. A virus-led volatility cannot be controlled.
I'd like to freeze frame at this point and say that there's a difference between punting and scalping versus real-time investing.
When you say spot on, we are not scalpers.
Yeah.
We are not scalpers. We are position takers. Now, Warren Buffett is a position taker. We are position takers. Scalpers means you make $5, $10, and you get out. Now, I'm sorry.
So the element here is this thing called time.
Yes. Time and affordability of paper risk. Two things.
Well, it's still time. It's still time.
Yeah.
Because you have already committed capital of this much. It's just time then.
Yeah. So if you can make money,
your program costs $5,000 annually for a committed capital of as low as 50,000 US and upwards. 50,000 to 100,000 US.
Yes.
This retail program that you're offering is $5,000 a year management fee, and for a committed capital of between 50,000 and 100,000 US. That's the package that you're offering.
Yes. So I'm showing investors, what are you getting? You're getting, first of all, access to an algo that is 75% machine, 25% human, which the market does not have. The market has 100% machine algo, which we have proven to you doesn't work. Because the machine-only algo looks at past data. We don't look at past data. We look at past data plus the human brain tweaks the data. There's a difference. You cannot achieve 90% accuracy. You cannot achieve that when you have only machine.
But there's so much noise in the market, Ashwin, about everyone touting, I'm the best, I'm the most accurate, follow my trading secrets. You know, this is going to get you wealthy.
At the end of the day, what is the
how are you different? What is
it? We'll show you our track record. We'll show you our track record.
What I'm getting is I know, because I'm a client.
Yeah.
I know that your tips, your strategies are bankable, repeatable, replicable, and profitable. It's not a one-trick course kind of a thing.
I'm doing a face-off tonight. This is the real Ashwin Binwani. No bullshit. Why are we different? Why are we good? And we talk with conviction. We know what we're talking about.
It's yeah. So I'm saying that yours is not a one-trick pony. It's
No.
replicable, repeatable,
Yes,
and it's
again and again.
bankable. It's yeah. Your credibility is.
Okay, let me
in
give
your
you
track
a
record.
real example with name. I'll give you a real example with name right now, and all my clients are watching this video, they know. Okay, on Monday, the market dropped 600 points. Everybody's panicking because Omicron virus. But our algo said it's nonsense. Because on Monday, Moderna already said they're working on a vaccine for the Omicron that will give it 89 times more antibodies. But the market kept on dropping. So market dropped. Nike dropped below $60 a share. Straight away, our algo alerted, boom, it's oversold. Nike, yeah, oversold. We started buying for our private clients in lots of 250,000 per trade, below $60 a share. For our retail clients, we waited because retail clients have less appetite for risk. At 5:30 a.m., just after Nike reported earnings after the market closed, we went to buy Nike below $64 a share for all our retail clients. I'm showing you a real example, no bullshit. All our clients are watching this, they know. So we bought below $60 a share for our private clients, $250,000 per trade. We bought below $64 a share for our retail clients. And Nike yesterday went above 166 per share. In just 24 hours, our client made more than 6.5%. Retail clients, our private clients made more than 10% in 24 hours.
So your package, your program now that you're offering, say for someone with a committed capital of say 50,000 US dollars, I mean, what other investment options are available out there for this much money? I don't think you can buy property with it.
No,
I think
the banks won't even look at your money.
Yeah, foreign exchange maybe. What do you think?
No, because the banks will tell you I need exceed 250,000 for foreign exchange. I want $3 million. I want 3 million. Maybe you can do a mutual fund, and a mutual fund will only pay you 5% a year if you're lucky. 5% a year.
And you are offering yields of what?
We are talking about 20 to 30% ROI. 20 to 30% ROI. 20% per trade. Yeah. I mean, look at Nike. In 24 hours, you made 6 to 10%. This is not a fluke. It's not a fluke.
I have friends who say, oh, but I want to buy this Malaysian stock. I want to buy this. It's cheaper. And why should I be spending in US dollars? So
well, first of all,
how do you reconcile this much, if you have this much money and you have to mitigate your risk, which one would you choose? Help us to decide.
First of all, I want to tell everyone who's watching this video, in the last 24 hours, JP Morgan has downgraded Malaysian stocks. Okay, we have been saying this thing for the last 3 months, 6 months. Do not.
I think they called us the worst performing market in the world.
JP Morgan says do not touch Malaysian stocks, and it will be the worst, one of the worst performing market next year. Now, we don't want to be rude. We have been saying this for 3 to 6 months. Say Malaysian stocks are dangerous. So if you have a client who says I want to do Malaysian stocks, fine, but we don't buy Malaysian stocks until something better comes along, until some better thing in Malaysia happens. Right now, no, we don't see that. So I'm just showing this example because you mentioned that if the client wants to buy Malaysian stocks. But, first of all, you don't have dark pool data for Malaysian market. I'm talking about dark pool data and option data for US market only, for those people who want to make money like the big boys from the US market. This option,
and I think we want a sure thing.
Yes.
I think we also want a sure thing.
We're not talking about Asian markets here. We're talking about US markets. But if you want to make big money from the Asian markets, we still know what the big boys are doing. We still know. So
tell me, your program is for the Asian retail investor. It's not just for Malaysians. It's for Asians
anybody.
and anybody with 50,000 US dollars anywhere in the world.
Yes, correct.
Because this information channel of yours can be directed to anyone, anywhere.
Correct. Because we will hold your hand, and you can be anywhere in the world. We'll communicate to you by phone and email and WhatsApp, and we'll tell you what to do and how to do.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
So if they
when
want,
you explore, I'm being face off now. Is there anything like us out there? No. There is only a machine algorithm. Machine
so
only.
there is no risk besides, I mean, if you absolutely fail, they would lose $5,000 US.
If you absolutely fail, you will lose $5,000 US, and maybe you make a realized loss on your. That is worst case scenario. So what is your downside? Your downside is you lose 5,000 and you can get out and we'll give you a profit whatever you are at in the market. Okay, if you're not happy, you so what's your risk? 5,000 US. But why would you lose 5,000 US if you are making money from our ideas? Like I said, we can't control the virus, but we can tell you what to buy when the market panics, because that company that you buy will be standing tall even after the virus. Understand this clearly. We cannot control short-term volatility, Tessie. We can't control. Nobody
I just want to say again and again that your strategies are bankable and profitable and repeatable.
So like I said, no bank or financial market institution.
There's always hedging and mitigating of risks.
Yeah. No bank can predict the virus or short-term volatility. Nor can a bank control short-term volatility. But forget that. Go beyond that. So after the typhoon passes, after the storm passes, what will be left standing? That is what we're concerned about. After the storm passes, what do you buy so that you will make money after the storm? That's what we are here for.
Tell us how to contact you, Ashwin.
My email is ashwin@ppchk.net. On WhatsApp, you can call us at bit.ly/algotrader. On Telegram, it's bit.ly/algofactory. And
your
please,
YouTube?
please go to our YouTube channel, bit.ly/algowealth, and watch our videos. We say what we say, what we speak, we say what we mean. No double standards, no bullshit, no scamming.
Perhaps at our next session, I can ask you about FX trading.
Oh, that's another interesting idea. Because look at FX.
I know many friends who are interested in that too.
This year alone, the US dollar has climbed more than 6%. That's free money.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is buy the dollar and you make 6% this year alone on dollar alone.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good tip.
Yes.
So that'll be for our next show, Ashwin. Thank you so much for today.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you again.